one, I don't want to run over dogs. Two, my sister would have killed me if I'd messed up her car. And I'm like, what? And I see behind me, I see the blue lights coming on. I'm like, okay, they got this. Because they had gotten out of someone's yard. Because it was like some kind of terrier and then some kind of huge, like, horse dog. Like, him.
The worst thing I had to do, my mom's miniature poodle. It had gotten, well, we never would
Gizmo,
close,
right?
yep. No, the one in the spring day. You don't remember it, but you were like 2 or 3. But we never would close our front gate. We had a black lab like him, and that one, they never left the yard. Well, I don't know if the poodle left the yard and got attacked by a dog or whatever, but that morning Ashley comes, there's something wrong with Sabrina. And so Tana got up and looked out there and it was laying in the driveway just yelping. And I get out there and her back was completely ripped apart.
God.
And she's just sitting there yelping. I didn't have a gun with me. I didn't even own a gun at the time. So I had to get a pickaxe handle.
Oh, God.
And smack the damn dog in the head. And I'm like, God,
That's
that was hard.
horrible.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry. What?
So why'd you do it?
Because it was in pain.
So you have
Sometimes
to kill.
there's nothing you can do to help the dog.
It was either take it to the vet and let it be that much more pain, or just do it right there.
My grandma had a German Shepherd Chow mix named Tim. And when it came time to put him down, she told my dad to do it. My dad's like, I don't want to do it. So my uncle had to do it. He came home, his eyes were all red. He's like, don't ever make me do that again.
That's why I was my brother's dog. I'll never do your dog again.
Dad, so we were camping, you know, whenever I was out camping with Steven at Red River, Jeff and John, they were telling stories about you, John, Jeff, like you guys were shooting, like, 1911s and rifles and stuff, and there was a dog out there and you hit it right there in the forehead?
Jeff hit it in the forehead.
Or Jeff hit it right in the forehead?
Jeff was shooting a target, and this guy come up, was looking for his dog, found his dog, took the dog home. So we went back shooting, and then whenever Jeff got done shooting his AR-10, we seen this white deal laying in the back. We're all like, no way. So we walked down and sure enough it was this guy's dog. And we weren't shooting at the dog. He was shooting at a target. And he shot the target and hit the dog right between the eyes.
Oh my God.
And so we're all looking at each other like, what do we do? Well, you gotta go tell him. You gotta tell him. So we picked the dog up, put it in the truck, drove to the guy's house. Well, man, we shot your dog. He's like, God damn it. Throw the dog over here in a paper sack and we went and buried it. He wasn't mad at us. He's like, I knew that dog was going to get shot one of these days. It's like Jeff, he never pinned up his dogs. And he had a golden retriever. And it showed up one day
Oh,
got
I
shot.
hate this story.
Had somebody shot it right in the gut. And there's nothing you can do about it. So he calls me up, wants me to put it down. So I sat there and I got my 40 cal and I popped him in the head. Damn dog went to yelping and runs in the house.
Oh my God.
So I went in there, went in Brandon's room, grabbed the dog, dragged him back outside. I put 4 more rounds into him, and he got loose and took off running back in the fucking house.
And how does a dog survive like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I shot that dog 9 times, and it finally bled out in Brandon's room. He ran back, the 3rd time I brought him out, shot him, ran back into Brandon's room, laid on the floor, and bled out. Whenever your heart stops, if you have bullet holes or whatever, your heart stops and blood just pours out. And that house for days had that metallic blood smell. It was terrible.
That poor kid. Poor
He wasn't there. No kids were there. They were all at my house. But it was terrible.
Did you get the blood out of the floor?
Cynthia scrubbed that floor with everything she could. And you couldn't tell there was blood ever on the floor, but there was a blood trail from Brandon's room all the way around to the front door.
Oh, poor Brandon. Does Brandon know it died in his room?
Still in heat.
It's not going to switch off from 1 minute to the next, buddy.